So it's Dustin Johnson at 1 and 2 taking on Christopher Cash, making his MMA debut in this heavyweight bout presented by Mad Tatter. Let's go to the cage for our first fighter introduction and our cage announcer, Jennifer Oxendine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next fight is brought to you by Mad Tatter. It is a mixed martial arts bout in the heavyweight division. First, out of the red corner, please welcome to the cage, Dustin Johnson.
You know, Jennifer Oxendine much cuter than Cody Gwynn.
It's not really that close.
No, okay, you're right. I was giving Cody a little too much credit, wasn't I?
Dustin Johnson coming out, the 21-year-old, 6'1", weighed in at 222, and previously fought out of Copeland's MMA in West Tennessee. He moved to Grundy and was part of that camp. Now he fights out of Colmont, Tennessee. Described as a tough mountain man brawler. Primetime, would you like to describe what that means?
Is Colmont, Tennessee really a town?
Yes.
No, I thought that was just like that's like when we call, where I'm from, Hampton, sometimes we call it Bramer, but I didn't know that was really a town. You know, that just means he's from the coal mines, man. He's probably tough. You know, he's going to be tough. He's going to go out there. He's going to brawl. There's not going to be a lot of wrestling or jiu-jitsu. It's like we talked about before. We'd love to see the big heavyweights in there because they get in there, they throw the bomb, they throw the heat. And that's what all the fans want to see. They want to see that the heads explode, the knockouts and all that. So.
Stand and trade, right?
Exactly. And I actually tweeted that the other day or something. You know, as technical as MMA has got these days, I was watching a UFC fight, and these dudes were sitting there just banging with the trade, you know, all out. And fans love to see that. As technical as all the MMA has gotten, all the fighters have come such a long way in learning all aspects of the sport and becoming mixed martial artists. They love to see people stand and trade.
Well, Primetime, you mentioned it, too, in one of our previous, I think when we were in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
We'll finish that thought in a second because you brought up a great point. Back to the cage for Dustin's opponent introduced.
And his opponent out of the blue corner, please put your hands together for Christopher Cash.
And we'll talk about Christopher in a second, but just real quick, Adam, we'll finish our thoughts on that. You mentioned how guys aren't normally just one type of fighter anymore. Everyone is coming up in training to be a complete fighter.
You have to be these days. You know, nobody just does jiu-jitsu. Nobody just does striking anymore. If you're not well-versed at all aspects of the mixed martial arts game, you're going to lose, and you're going to come and find those are pretty tough to deal with. And with that being said, you know, you're not seeing a lot of guys get submitted anymore. It's not a lot of these people going out there laying on their back submitting people. That's just another evolution of the sport.
Christopher Cash came out holding the American flag. Got a great round of applause here in Kingsport for it. Take a look at the tail of the tape. It's the debut for Christopher Cash. Dustin Johnson with 3 bouts in his career. 2 young fighters, Johnson at 21, Cash at 19, both at 6'2". And then you see the weight 20 pounds heavier, Christopher Cash, than even Dustin Johnson. Christopher Cash making his debut out of Bushido MMA, who's got a lot of fighters, as Adam mentioned earlier, here tonight in Kingsport, Tennessee, trained by Jason Brake and Jay Page. 2-time state qualifier in wrestling out of Volunteer High School.
Oh, boy.
Another football player as well.
Well, if he's a wrestler and a football player, we might have the classic, striker versus grappler, from the striker coming from Dustin and the grappler coming from Christopher. And
Christopher Cash also now an assistant wrestling coach as well, so he's got some of that background. All right, Christopher Cash steps into the cage, and here is Jennifer Oxendine with our official fighter introductions.
This bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. First, out of the red corner, he is an independent fighter out of Grundy, Virginia. He holds a record of 1 win and 2 defeats. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighed in at 222 pounds. Give it up for Dustin Johnson. And his opponent in the blue corner, representing Bushido MMA in Kingsport, Tennessee. He is making his MMA debut. He stands 6 feet tall and weighed in at 242 pounds. Put your hands together for Christopher, the Infidel Cash.
The Infidel. Wow.
The referee for this fight, Jimmy Neely.
All right, so Dustin Johnson in the white and black trunks with the skulls on them, and Christopher Cash in the red and black trunks. Jimmy Neely, your referee. Three-minute rounds. Bout number 4 tonight, presented by Mad Hatter in this heavyweight bout at 265, but Johnson at 222, Cash at 242, and we're underway. No touch of gloves.
Judy throw coming from the Infidel. Infidel using some good over-under. Both do. They're both kind of working against the cage here. Most tiring aspect of the sport. He's trying for another Judy throw and gets an outside leg trip.
And then
straight into mount, I believe. Yes, we're in mount.
That's 242 on top of Dustin Johnson right now in full mount. And how do you like the defense from the bottom in this position for Johnson?
From a defense standpoint, it's not horrible, but, you know, he's really going to, you know, the referee's not going to stand him up when he's in mount.
Right.
He really needs to be pushing on the hips and bridging and trying to sweep him. So, you know, we'll just have to see how much energy that the Infidel expends on top.
Raining down some shots is Cash on top. We're near 1 minute gone in here in round number 1.
See, he's got that left arm trap, so if he had rolled something out, he almost escaped in the half guard. This is wearing Dustin Johnson out very fast, though.
To hang on like that?
Yeah, and just being on the bottom, and you know, he is bucking out, and he's turning over, may give up his back. And it looks like and he is about to come out the back door right here, possibly.
Rain down some shots.
He just needs to. He's got to go. He's got to go. He can't stay here. He's going to get triangled, or even worse, you know, mounted triangled. There he goes. He's escaping out the back door. He's about to be up top. We don't have anything right here. He just needs to keep coming out. He needs to keep coming out the back. There he goes. He's pulling down the triangle. And it's over.
Cash just got it, and it's over.
Nice triangle. Nice setup there. Bushido with another win tonight.
What a performance by Christopher Cash. Dominated. And another first-round win here tonight at Apex 7.
Bushido brought some people with him tonight, apparently.
Bushido is well represented tonight, and they have done a great job here at Apex 7. And it's a win for Christopher Cash in his MMA debut. And Adam, take us through the replay here on the finish.
Dustin done a good job at bridging and coming out the back door, but he stayed there. That's one of the moves you got to explode and just keep coming out, and don't get caught in those positions. But, you know, the Infidel done a good job of, you know, locking up the triangle and getting the finish there.
All right, let's go back to the cage for our announcement of our official decision.
Your referee stops this fight at 1 minute and 42 seconds into the first round. For your winner, due to triangle choke, out of the blue corner, Christopher the Infidel Cash.
Our best nickname of the night, don't you think,
wow.
so far tonight?
It might be the greatest nickname ever. I'm just curious where that stems from, you know? I mean,
all right, Kingsport. I'm not sure if you know who he is, but I'm here right now with Chris Cash. Chris, you're still real young, but tonight you got to come out in front of the hometown crowd and make your debut. How did it feel to get in here, man?
Man, it felt awesome. I love you guys. I want to give a shout out to all my coaches, to Tony Marshall, the Cohen, Hank, my lovely family. I love all you guys. Hearts out to you. Hearts out to you.
Now, I think a lot of people know you got a really solid wrestling background. Was the game plan to come in here tonight and show off that wrestling, or did you kind of want to mix it up some?
It was, according to Jay Page, was take him down and do what you. Take him down, and I wanted to ground and pound, but rolling that triangle nice, so took what I got.
All right, man, you got big win number 1 here tonight. Let all these fans know when they're going to see you in this cage again.
Next time I drop the 205, guys, I'll be there.
All right, there you have it. Chris Cash, ladies and gentlemen.